All week, the New South Wales Premier Gladys Berejiklian was taking a pretty firm stance on hotel quarantine, saying that it wasn't necessary because there was already extremely stringent measures in place. Now, abruptly yesterday, she decided that, in fact, we would be introducing mandatory hotel quarantine for everyone arriving from Victoria in New South Wales from 12:01 tomorrow morning. The New South Wales opposition leader, Jodi McKay, accused the Health Minister of ignoring health advice.
So he did a press conference with public health staff who backed in what he wanted. Then after that press conference, they told him that it was not what they wanted. And so overnight, he changed his mind.
The government's also had a pretty confusing stance on face masks, Kieran. While they have strongly recommended and encouraged people to wear face masks while using public transport, they have stopped short at making it compulsory. The opposition leader, Jodi McKay, says this is because the government isn't prepared.
Masks are definitely needed if you are unable to socially isolate.
The reason why masks are not mandatory is because they do not have a stockpile of masks to get us through. And that is hugely concerning.
This comes as New South Wales records 12 new cases of COVID-19. 10 were linked to known clusters. 2, unfortunately, are still under investigation. With that, we have seen the closure of a high school in Newcastle, St Pius High. Also, people that were on the same bus as that student who travelled from Hamilton to Adamstown in Newcastle on Monday morning are being asked to self-isolate, as are people that were involved in a soccer match, the under-15s game at Dulwich Hill. That boy from Newcastle travelling down to play that game in Sydney against the Stanmore team. Of course, there have been a number of places as well across the Hunter region that have been given alerts. Those include Bennett Hotel in Hamilton on July 31st, Green Roof Bar and Restaurant on July 31st, and Hopsmith Sports Bar in on August the 2nd. Anyone who has attended those venues, and also a number of venues across the inner west and inner Sydney region, have been asked to self-isolate after a second man who was a close contact of that boy in Newcastle was also diagnosed with the disease.